Good Morning Miramar, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. right here, right now.
Good morning, Miramar. My name is Danielle Reales, Marketing Coordinator with the City of Miramar's Office of Marketing and Public Relations. We are so happy to have you all tuning in today, Thursday, January 4th. Happy New Year again to all of you. If you didn't tune in earlier this week, we actually updated our look for 2018. We're into cool tones. We're into teal this year. We hope that you love it as much as we do. We think that the angles are better on Good Morning Miramar now. We're into the straight lines. So Alexis, how are you doing this morning?
I am doing just fine. Happy 2018 again to all of you. Fourth day down. It's going by a lot faster than I remember last year going by, so it's good.
I was like, how did that happen?
I know.
So we have a lot going on Good Morning Miramar. If you tuned in earlier this week, we talked about some of the most popular resolutions and some of our non-cliche recommendations for 2018. Today we're going to be talking about how to keep your goals and make them a reality for your future, so that at the end of 2018 you can really just look back and see how far you've come. So we're looking forward to talking about that. But before we do so, we do want to mention some great announcements happening here in the City of Miramar. So first, the City of Miramar is inviting you to be a part of creating new memories right here in Miramar. We're holding a casting call for all Miramar residents and our employees to take part of a new exciting project, our 2018 City Marketing Video. If you're interested in playing a role, you can submit an application online at MiramarFL.gov/casting call. You'll submit an application, someone from our marketing team will get back to you, and we will let you know if you're chosen and what kind of role you can take place. So if you're interested in trying something new for 2018, we really hope that you'll check us out and be a part of this, because I think it's going to be a really good time. Now, we also want to make everyone aware of the 2018 Christmas tree recycling schedule. So sad. The holidays are over.
I know, officially.
It's very sad. We didn't want to let go, but unfortunately, next week, Monday, it's happening. It's starting. It's time to let go of the Christmas trees. So start taking your ornaments down, put the lights away, start getting the tree prepared to go outside, because Christmas tree recycling is starting Monday, January 8th, zones 1 through 4, and that's 441 to Florida Turnpike. Tuesday, January 9th, zones 5 through 8, that's Florida Turnpike to University Drive, and University Drive to Douglas Road south of Miramar Boulevard. Wednesday, January 10th, zones 9 through 12, that's University Drive to Douglas Road north of Miramar Boulevard, and Douglas Road to South 101st Avenue. And then on Thursday the 11th, we're collecting zones 13 through 16. That's Southwest 101st Avenue to Southwest 142nd Avenue, north of Miramar Parkway, and Red Road to Flamingo Road. And then Friday, January the 12th, zones 17 to 20, that's Flamingo Road to Southwest 172nd Avenue, south of Miramar Parkway. And then again on Saturday the 13th, zones 21 through 24, that's the I-75 ramp to Southwest 172nd Avenue north of Miramar Parkway, and then 172nd Avenue to 196th Avenue. So if you live in those zones, it covers all of Miramar. And if you're interested in finding more information specifically to your zone and the dates you'll be picked up, you can find this information online. You visit MiramarFL.gov, look at our Public Works page, and you'll get all of that information there. We're also sending that out on our newsletter. So if you're not a part of our weekly newsletter, we encourage you to register for that, and you can do so online at our website, MiramarFL.gov. We send out communications every Sunday in the evening, and you'll get to know and keep up with kind of what's happening in Miramar. So we invite you all to do that. Now, there's some special events happening this month. I want Alexis to talk about some of them because she has some great information, so go ahead.
Absolutely, and before we get into that, we want to encourage all of you to follow us on social media. At City of Miramar is our handle on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can keep up with the events that I'm about to talk about briefly, and also share your thoughts with us here on Good Morning Miramar. So the first thing that we have coming up, we mentioned it on Tuesday, is our Fitness Fusion, which is brought to you by our Department of Social Services. It is a fitness class geared towards our senior citizens ages 55 and older, where they will be taking part in fusion cardio, aerobics, and taking care of their fitness, as well as doing so to upbeat tunes. And that's every Tuesday and Thursday. There's a 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. segment, and then a 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. segment. And that's Tuesdays and Thursdays. So there will be one again this afternoon, and that's at the City of Miramar Multi-Service Complex located at 6700 Miramar Parkway. And if you need more information, please call 954-889-2723. We would also like to extend an invitation to you to our annual candlelight vigil in remembrance of the 8th anniversary of the Haiti earthquake, and that'll take place from 6 to 10 p.m. right here at the Miramar Cultural Center Theater. This is a 2-part event, so there will be a VIP reception from 6 to 7, and that is a paid event. Tickets are $75, and it includes Haitian cuisine, 1 complimentary cocktail, a meet and greet with former president of Haiti, President Martelly, and premium seating for the concert. The concert starts at 7 p.m. and will be hosted by Mecca, aka Grimo, who we've had here on our show, Elizabeth Guillen, and it'll feature performances from T-Vice, Inger Hana Movement, Tamika J, and Eddie Gunther. Those vouchers for the free concert are available at the Miramar Cultural Center website, which is MiramarCulturalCenter.org. And you can also purchase the VIP tickets if you're interested at that website, which is again MiramarCulturalCenter.org, or call our box office at 954-602-4500. And the last event that we have that we want to speak about today is our 2018 Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. celebration, which is taking place on MLK Day, January 15th at Sherman Circle at Lakeshore Park. Now, this is located at 8501 South Sherman Circle. The parade will take place at 11 a.m. and then the celebration will take place from noon to 4 p.m. So please arrive early. Make sure you bring your blankets and your chairs. This will be a fun-filled day. We'll have plenty of food, live performances, dancing, and a kids zone, and so much more. So we encourage you all to come out for that event as well.
Yes. Now, more about city services we are offering. This month in January on the 20th from 8 to 2 p.m., the City of Miramar is hosting a hazardous waste collection for household items as well as household electronics collection. So we're not collecting commercial waste, but we are collecting that household hazardous waste as well as household electronics. So whether it be computers, batteries, antifreeze bottles, things that you really can't just throw away in the normal trash. You can attend that collection event. It's at the Vernon E. Hargrave Youth Enrichment Center, Saturday the 20th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. This event is limited to only Miramar residents. So if you're a Miramar resident, please be sure to come with 2 forms that prove your residency, and that can be a utility bill along with your driver's license. That will suffice. And if you'd like for more information on how you can find out what we're collecting, you can call us at our help center. That's 954-602-HELP. That's 954-602-4357. Or our public works team at 954-883-6832. We will also be holding these collection events once a month throughout the year. So if you're interested in learning more about what those days are, we're going to be talking about that more on the show in the coming weeks. But you can also visit us online at MiramarFL.gov and look at our public works page, and we'll be able to help you there. So we hope that you tune into that. We also have another event brought to you by our Miramar Community Garden and Baptist Health South Florida. That event is again also Saturday, January the 20th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. here at our Miramar Community Garden located at 3700 Largo Drive. This event's going to feature a chef demonstration from Chef Sharon from Blue Tree Cafe, along with information from registered dietitian with Baptist Health, Lucette Tamales, who we actually had on our show a couple weeks back. They'll guide you through a fun culinary adventure and teach you how to make some amazing and tasty treats at home. So space is limited and we encourage everyone to register. Please email programs@baptisthealth.net to do so, or you can call them at their office at 786-596-3812. Now, the City of Miramar's Mayor, Wayne Messam, along with Memorial Hospital Miramar and Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital, are hosting a 3K run, walk, health fair, and family fun day. That's actually happening in March, Saturday, March 17th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's going to feature some really great health screenings from our hospital sponsors. There's going to be a kids fun zone for the family and also the fitness component with the 3K. We're hoping that all of you participate. For more information on that, you can call the mayor's office at 954-602-3198. So that's it for events. We have a lot going on this new year, especially in January, so we hope that you keep up with us. And like Alexis mentioned, for more information on that, you can visit us at our social media pages at City of Miramar on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you have any comments, please message us, comment on our videos. We love to interact, so we hope you do that.
Definitely.
Now, without further ado, I'd love to get into how to keep and achieve your 2018 goals. So earlier this week, we talked about some ideas for people maybe looking to set their goals, or kind of just giving our 2 cents on the top goals that people kind of make every year. But now what we want to talk about is how to keep those goals, achieve those goals, and make those dreams for yourself a reality.
Right.
So, you know, first thing I want to say is I think a lot of people face discouragement, and they kind of don't see success or don't see rapid success. So they get discouraged and they quit on their goals. Do not quit on your 2018 goals. We are here for you to provide you some tips.
Right, absolutely. And just to brief recap on what we discussed with you all here on Tuesday, we did lay out some of the more popular goals as well as some maybe smaller goals that people tend to leave at the wayside or don't even think of as a goal. And it really helps us jump right into this episode about ways to achieve your goals is to start small.
Yes, starting small is a main thing. I think people really have this like huge goal, like I'm gonna lose 100 pounds, let's just say. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna lose 100 pounds. If you think about 100 pounds, like that's a life-changing number.
Right.
Start with 5. I'm gonna lose 5 pounds.
Or better yet, start with cutting out the things that are attributing to your weight gain. So before you even set a weight,
I'll stop drinking soda.
Like a numeric goal for your weight loss, I know that I have a problem with eating late night snacks. So I'm not going to buy snacks anymore. I'm not going to keep them in the house, or I'm not going to eat after a certain time. Like that would be a small goal that you can.
Yes, and that segues into the next thing of changing one behavior at a time.
Yes.
So if we're just going to we might use weight loss as the example for this whole segment, but maybe not. But if you think about weight loss, and weight loss is multifaceted. Getting fit is multifaceted. It involves eating better. It involves cutting out junk. It involves hard work. It involves discipline. It involves self-motivation.
It involves sweating
a lot.
Right. And we are by no means dietitians or weight loss professionals, but we are 2 girls who love the foods. And, you know, I know Danielle and I have shared off camera our weight loss journeys in one respect or another. So, you know, I think it's just more to be supportive in what people are doing. We are by no means trying to tell you what to do. We do not have the keys. But, you know, these are just some things that we've learned along the way that we wanted to share with you.
And, you know, even not weight loss. Let's just say, let's switch, for example. Let's say you want to be more organized.
Right.
So changing one behavior at a time. Let's say every day you get home from work and you just throw your shoes by the door. Just leave them at the door because you don't care. Let's say, okay, in 2018, I'm going to put my shoes in the closet where they belong.
Exactly.
Every day when I get home from work or school.
I like that.
It's one small change.
And
then once you do that, it's okay, I put my shoes away. Now I'm going to make my bed every morning.
Right. Or if you don't have a laundry hamper in your room, so there's like clothes thrown around, I'm going to invest in a laundry.
Yes, you can get one at Marshall's or Home Goods, very affordable.
Super cute also. So those are what we mean by saying change one small behavior at a time, because it'll evolve into your ultimate goal over time. But really conquering those small things, not only is it like a confidence boost because it's like, yes, I did it, this is great, I can now do the next thing, but again, it's furthering along towards that bigger goal. And as we're sitting here talking, we can segue into our next tip, which is to talk about it. Words mean things, and they're powerful, and there's nothing more powerful than a verbal affirmation of things.
And now, to say, you don't want to be that person who talks about doing things and doesn't put action behind those words, because I've been that person. I think everyone's been that person, and if you haven't, good for you. But it's not good to do that, I think. And people like start to not take you seriously and not value your word, because if you can't keep a commitment to yourself, what makes me think that your word means anything to me?
Right. When I read talk about it, though, what I hear and what I understand is talk about it to yourself. Like, just say it aloud, not necessarily to people.
Yeah, in the mirror.
You can if you want to, but I'm the type of person, to Danielle's point, where I'm like bosses move in silence, I guess, or whatever the
don't talk
whatever
about
the
it,
kids
be
are,
about it.
right? Whatever the kids are saying these days, like I am that girl. So for me, I will say it to myself, like on the way to work, like, okay, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna get this done, I'm gonna do, or on my way to the gym, I'm gonna do all of my reps. I'm not gonna like play around in between workouts, like. Though that's what I mean when I say talk about it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with sharing with people, because like we discussed last week, people can be a great support, a great boost of confidence for you. If they know what's going on, then they can support you with it. But also just kind of saying the things, getting things off your chest aloud can sometimes be very therapeutic and very revolutionary to your journey.
And also, don't beat yourself up. Yes. I think that people get so discouraged. You can be your own worst critic. You know, let's say you said, you know, I'm going to eat healthy in 2018, and then someone invites you, like, for example, my mom's birthday is January 5th. On January 5th, I'm having cake. Yes. Sorry. So no matter how you say, oh, I'm going to eat healthy, like, and then January 5th you have cake, it's like, okay, you had cake.
Don't beat yourself up.
Don't beat yourself up.
The difference is having a slice of cake versus having several slices of cake, which is I had to learn this the hard way when I decided that I was going to eat right. I had to learn that I can have a side of pasta. I can have pasta as one serving, a meal. I cannot have pasta as a side to my meals. Pasta is not a side, apparently. What a shame. It's not. So, you know, instead of having pasta and 2 slices of pizza, I now just have pasta. So,
and maybe a salad.
Right.
And so it's one, not beating yourself up. But also, you know, one thing I read before, like, if you drop your phone on the floor and it cracks, you're not going to keep slamming your phone on the floor until it shatters completely. You're going to take care of the phone after it drops. It's like, oh, I don't want it to fall again.
Right.
So take care of yourself that way. Think of your goal as dropping your phone. You dropped the ball, you messed up. Don't beat yourself up. Instead, take more care of yourself.
Right.
And this kind of goes into some other resolutions. Make failure difficult.
Yes.
So put yourself in situations where you're being held accountable and you can't mess up. We can maybe put this in the situation of, you know, having an accountability partner, having someone check in on you and say, hey, how are you doing with this goal? How are you doing with that goal? I read online, you know, about someone saying, I want to walk for 30 minutes every day. So what they do? They got a dog.
Yeah.
Now I have to walk 30 minutes the dog every day.
Right.
I have no choice. So we're both walking.
Absolutely. I think things like that are great. And don't know that there's a difference between making something difficult and making it impossible. Do not set yourself up for failure. Also, like, do not put yourself in a situation.
Be realistic.
Be realistic about it. And we talked about this a little bit last week as well, where, you know, don't do anything cold turkey. That's an extreme. That's beyond making something difficult for yourself. You're gonna relapse. You're going to fall back into, because it's a habit and it takes time to break. So don't set yourself up like that. I think an accountability partner is a great tool for making failure difficult, because not only do you not want to disappoint yourself, but now you don't want to disappoint the people around you who are really rooting for you.
Right. Also, another good one is having a strong why.
Yes.
Because I think people maybe set goals not for themselves, but for others, and maybe how others perceive them. And it's not for themselves. So think about your goals, and then after you write them down, think about, okay, why do I want to do this?
Right.
Because if it's not for you, I don't think you'll ever truly invest your time and yourself into that to achieving it. If it's for somebody else, you might be setting yourself up for failure, like we said. So have a strong why. Know why you're putting things on. Another thing I really liked was making sure your goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound.
Yes.
So, and we can break that down. So, specific. Instead of saying, I'm going to save more money in 2018, say specifically, okay, I'm going to save $5,000 or $10,000 in 2018.
Right.
So that's a specific goal. A measurable goal. You can measure it by your bank account.
Right. Or you can measure it by, okay, so my goal is to save $1,200 this whole year. That means I need to be saving $100 a month for the year.
Yes. Then making sure it's achievable. If you have certain bills to pay, if you only have a certain income, if you're making $30,000 a year and your bills are 20, count taxes, you're not going to save $10,000 unless you have a side job. So make sure it's actually achievable before you set the goal, because if it's not achievable, you're setting yourself up for failure, you get discouraged, and then you won't even save a dollar.
Right. And make sure it's relevant to you. So not just that you're saving maybe for a specific thing, but make sure that this could be something that you can set up for the future. So like if you say, okay, I want to save this $1,200 to buy stocks. This is something that if you don't have that money,
you won't be able to buy that.
Won't be able to buy that thing. So that keeps it relevant for you, right? So it's not like 1 month you can slip up. If the stocks that you want to purchase are $1,200, you're going to need $1,200.
Yes. Another thing, make it time bound. So whether it be a year or break it down into seasons in the year. So every quarter, checkpoints for yourself. And if you put a time restriction on it, and I think the shorter the better, because I find that the less time you have to do something, the quicker you'll get it done, but also still making sure it's achievable. You know, you really see results that way. Like it's all about, it's like when you were in school and you had to write a paper.
Yes.
I mean, unless you're that student who's super proactive and writes it the day it's assigned, good for you. I was not that way. I don't think Alexis was either. You know, you wait till maybe the last minute. It's like, okay, now I have a day to write it, so I'm just going to knock this paper out in a day.
Right.
Making those goals time bound will really help you.
Another good example of that is I have a friend who purchased a home recently.
Congrats to
and
them.
She, shout out to her. She's awesome. She purposely paid X amount for her down payment so the house could be paid off in 5 years. So now she's got to stick to that, because if she doesn't pay her mortgage for whatever that set amount is, then she's going to obviously lose the house. So I thought that was a really interesting thing to do, because I was like, why did you put down so much? You didn't need to. And she's like, because I want this home to be paid off in 5 years. So that's her time restriction to do that.
I definitely agree with that. And also pick one thing.
Yes.
I have personally more than one, but I don't practice what I preach. But if you're someone who maybe has experience not accomplishing your goals in the past, just pick one thing.
I think I have one overall goal, like one Roman numeral, but then I have like sub levels to it.
Yeah.
So like 1A, 1B, 1C. But I agree, picking one thing is always easier. Like people with exhaustive lists for New Year's resolutions or just resolutions in general.
It's like you're not going to change your whole entire life.
The trajectory of your life in one day. Like it's just not, it's not really setting yourself up, like we said before, to succeed when you do that. So if you do find that you've had trouble in the past with keeping multiple goals, try setting one and achieving that, and then moving forward. And who knows, if you finish it before the year is up, maybe you can tackle some of the other ones that you laid to the side.
Yes, and also anticipate setbacks.
Oh, yes.
Because it's going to happen. You know, something emotional can happen to you. You can lose your job. A family member can become sick. So, and those can derail any goal.
Yes.
Because once once major life changes happen, those become the priority and the goals kind of fall to the wayside. So, anticipate your setbacks, but really also try to have a backup plan for your goals, because you don't want to forget about them. You don't want to get discouraged again.
Right. Turn your setback into a comeback.
Minor setback, major comeback.
Always a really important thing to do. So what are some of the tips that you think you can use towards your goals that we've shared today?
For me, it would definitely be making sure the goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. For me, that's like the main thing. And also not beating myself up, because I'm very self-critical. So that would be for me. But what about you, Alexis?
I think for me, making sure my goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, because that's gold. Shout out to whoever wrote that little nugget.
Yes,
that's amazing.
I found that on the internet.
That. And I think also starting small, because I am the kind of person who, once I set my mind to something, it's full speed ahead.
Blinders.
And tunnel vision is great until somebody comes out of left field and sideswipes you.
Like how
so I feel like just taking smaller bites and really processing, and not only that, enjoying my growth, enjoying the process, seeing like how far I've come and savoring that, and just being able to let that resonate with me. That way, when I do have a setback, when I do fail, I can say, but look how far you've come. Like, if you could go through this, you can come back from this. So I think that those two will probably be the ones that I'll be implementing the most this year.
Absolutely. So we hope all of you took away something great. And one thing we didn't mention, reward yourself.
Yes.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. It's important. Give yourself a pat on the back in whatever way that takes form in your life.
But that doesn't derail your goal. So like if you're trying to lose weight, don't reward yourself with food, because I think that would be a mistake.
No, reward yourself with a new outfit in your new size.
In your new size, or a pamper day at the spa.
Right, absolutely.
Something fun.
Absolutely. Do not derail your goals with your rewards. Keep them aligned, keep them relevant to what your goals are.
Like our favorite suggestion. So we hope that you took that in, and if you have any suggestions that maybe we didn't mention on the show, comment on this video, send us a private message. We would love to discuss it on further episodes. We look forward to meeting you, speaking with you all again next week. We have some exciting new guests coming back on the show, and we're really excited about where we're taking Good Morning Miramar in 2018. So we hope that you all tune in. If you like the show, please be sure to like it on social media, share it with your families and friends. We're asking everyone to share, because we want to increase our reach for 2018. So we're asking our loyal viewers to help us do so.
Help us reach our goal. Help us help you.
Yes. So thank you again for tuning into Good Morning Miramar. Remember, we're live every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. Remember, it's right here in Miramar. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Bye.